Okay, people. So now it is June 16, 2019. I just want to point out how YouTube is being manipulated. Anyway, here is my last video outside of ShaMay with her body. Right? Here, let's just do it this way. Oh, what's going on?
All right, we're going to begin tonight.
Okay. Do you see? This one right here. Let's go into Video Manager. All right. There's this one. And then there's this one. This one is addressing this one. Okay? But what I want to point out here, we're back at this one. I'm going to go over here, and we're going to click on comments. Okay? This is what's showing on the page. I just had to copy and paste this again 16 minutes ago. Okay, this is this individual. This is some new information that I just put up there a while ago, not too long. 2 hours ago. And then this was done because this is the same shit that was going on when Uncle John was medically kidnapped. If you notice the date. All right. So anyway, I'll just leave that there. But we know that I just put this one up 16 minutes ago, okay? And this was just a copy of paste of something else. Okay, so now we're going to do, but if you go into comments by itself, in terms of, hold on a minute. We'll go into videos. Now we're in video. We go to community, which takes me to comments. This is what I want to show you, people. There it was. I just did it, what, 17 minutes ago now? Because my comment is being removed. My copy and paste of this person's comments is being removed by YouTube. This one I just did 2 hours ago. This is somebody coming in and being passive-aggressive and victimizing ShaMay twice to keep the dirty secret of Fraser Health Authority hidden. Okay, so now here we are. Here's the analytical one from June 15, July of 2015. There it is right there. You can see it. I posted that 23 hours ago. I did this 1 day ago, people. This is what I want to show you. Right? There it is right there. This is this person's comment that I just had to repost 16 minutes ago. Do you see that? There it is right there. Now this is my post. This is done by me. I copy it and paste a troll, basically, right, that wants to antagonize, right? This is all their words in relation to my more recent video, because they came in on a different video, this one, Keeping Up with the Punjabis, where you can see I copied and pasted right, that was coming in through my inbox because they like to delete their comments, right? So anyway, on this one here, though, maybe getting evicted by a Punjabi for speaking out against the Punjabi community. This was copied and pasted 1 day ago because we know this person likes to say a bunch of shit and then just delete their comments. Right? So I copied and pasted it. But when you go on to the video, and I'll come in from it this way, you'll see. So you can see I'm going in fresh. Click it on. Vulnerable families. Right. Now we're going to go down into the comments. And you tell me, where do you see this? Because this one I just did. I had to redo it. Because for some reason, look, it got deleted. But if you go into my comments, here, you will see, not that one, go into here, there it is, 1 day ago, this one right here. So this is what we do. We copy and paste. All right. Because it's up here now. I just did it right here. There it is right there. I had to redo it because it's not showing. Because it's been hidden. Right. And then there it is right there again. I shouldn't have to recopy and paste because it should be there. But this person is probably coming in and flagging the comment because, you know, they're here just to antagonize. They're probably a paid person, like a shill or a troll or whatever it is.
In this area.
Okay, so here's what if somebody was to come to the page and see for themselves. Here, you don't see the one that was posted a day ago. You just see the one that I just did a few minutes ago. Right? Because the other one has been hidden. Because that's how people play games, right? So this is why I'm going to do it again. I'm going to date it. Right? Tired of the lies, people. There's the date. I'm going to put posted. Let's see if it disappears. Put reposted. You see that? June 16th, 2019. This is this individual with their comment. As they call me white trash. Ignore everything I have to say. Right? But feels that they can come in at any fucking time and trash my family. Right? We'll just leave it like that. So how are they deleting these comments, people? Tell me. And if they're so adamant about what they think is their truth, why don't they leave their comment up? Why are they here just to antagonize? Okay, there it is right there. You can see the date. It says reposted June 16th, 2019. It's been redone. Okay, I just had to do this one over again. Because when you go into, there's what I just posted 2 hours ago or so, right, in terms of clinics specifically being set up for Punjabis addicted to drugs because they feel that they have no place to go in terms of getting help. So they have to make special clinics for them because it's such a taboo. So now we're going to go into comments. We're going to go back into video. Just wasting time here, but besides that point. Now it says I have 9 comments, but technically 4 are missing, right? Because they're not showing. Now we go back into comments. So there's the one that I just posted. Let's see if it gets removed off the actual video itself in the comments section. Because even though this person is a nobody on the computer and hides behind a fake user account, right? They're flagging the post because they are a representation of, you know, the Punjabi community in terms of they're the victims, you know, right? So anyway, here's the one that should be, well, no, hold on. Here's the one that I just reposted. Here's the one that I posted 26 minutes ago. Here's the one that should be showing, but it's not. It's the same one, people. It's the same one. But for some reason, it's not coming up. See, there it is. Harvested June 15th, 2019. This is the one that should be showing, right? I copied and pasted to make sure that this person couldn't get away with their bullshit in terms of coming in with a fucking snide remarks, calling me trash, right? Wanting to just sit up there and fucking argue instead of having a fucking real debate, right? You know, just wants to insult me, right? Doesn't care what happened to ShaMay. It's pretty apparent, right? Because if that organ train drives up, then what happens to these people that they need these organs, right? So anyway, because I noticed it wasn't coming up, I posted it again 26 minutes ago. Currently, it's showing. And then, just to show you, I redid it again. Now, these are my comments. My comment. You're going to comment on my page. I have a right to copy and paste what you have to say, right? I didn't delete you, right? You do that for yourself. And then here it is again, right? VancouverSun.com news, staff blogs, right? That one should be showing, but it's not. Right? Vancouver.com Sun, Vancouver Sun News staff blogs. I had to do it 26 minutes ago, right? Now I did it again just to show you how I had to do it again because as far as I know, this one's going to get wiped out just like this one down here is going to has been already wiped out. But if you look under what I'm looking at should be showing. It should be on my channel. It should be that's my comment. I copied and pasted. I didn't ask this person to come in here and call me trash, right? When did I say Punjabis were trash? I simply drove around in the freaking neighborhood, people, and was showing what kind of corruption was going on. Now, this one here, so far, the comment seems to be remaining, right? You can see it right here. So, right, I had to copy and paste their little fucking whatever bullshit fucking feel sorry for myself ass. You're picking on the Punjabis, right? Even though it's your family members that are dying like flies, not the Punjabi not the Punjabi families. They're not dying like flies. It's the people that were born in Canada that are dying like flies. Okay, they don't like that. That's too fucking bad, right? But that's the reality of it, people. So now we're going to go back into Creator Studio. We're going to go back into this one. Here, I'll go from Video Manager. We're going to go, now it says, okay, hold on a minute. Oh, what was that? Here it says 14 comments, if you notice. It says 14 comments here. Do you see that? Let's click it on and see if we have 14 comments. It's all over the place, and this is just up in this area. There's the one that I just did now, because somebody's taking out my posts, people. I just did this one 30 minutes ago because my post was removed, right? This one here, right? It's just the analytical reading from the gang stalking from 2015, right? After Uncle John was medically kidnapped by a bunch of immigrants and senior union staff at the Surrey Memorial Hospital and the Old Yale Road Center through the supervision of Fraser Health Authority. And this one here I just posted 2 hours ago. So where is my original post of copying and pasting what this individual said? As they're accusing me of being pathetic, right? A waste of space, trash, right? Your daughter more than likely chose to take drugs. Okay, so are you going to blame their choices? Okay, what is this? After passing just the 35-minute mark of your video, I can already tell that you've got some major issues with associating groups of people and generalizing groups of people with organizations. Okay, you think Fraser Health massacres people. Yeah, I do, people. All you have to do is go and look at this video. That's all you have to do. Like I said, I'm going to explain this to you one day. If you notice here, since I'm here, her eye has caved in, people, because she was dead. Okay? You can clearly see there's nothing round about it. It's caved in. That's what dead bodies do. But when you come over here, you can clearly see she has eye caps in. And something else I noticed. Do you see this, people? What do you see here? Do you see this? I just noticed this. I noticed this yesterday. It looks like a big bruise, doesn't it? Now, it's because her face was ready to pull off her face. That looks like a massacre to me. Okay? So this person can talk all they want because they're not the ones going through it. It was my daughter's heart valves that supplied the demand part in terms of the Punjabis have a problem with their hearts. They need heart valves, by any means necessary. Okay, contribute to their own. Okay, okay, you think Fraser Health massacres people. Yes, I do. I just proved that to you. You were just saying a minute ago that the Punjabi community only contributes to their own. But I have sent you numerous links that show you how generous we are and how we accumulated 10 million over just under a decade. And that was for the Surrey Memorial Hospital, a hospital that I cannot use, people, unless I am risking my life or the life of my family. Okay? All we have to do is look at that and remember Uncle John and think about what happened to Amari. Okay? So I'm not lying here, people, and I'm sure in hell not trying to cover up the truth, which cares for everybody, not just Punjabis. This includes, okay, so anything that they fundraised for the Surrey Memorial Hospital directly benefited them, because the majority of people that use the hospital are immigrants, right? That's the majority that use these facilities. And they were supporting areas of the hospital that would benefit their people, as a few of other kinds of people trickled in, and I'm sure benefited, but not ShaMay. ShaMay was the receptacle to the organs that were needed for those sick people that couldn't get it from their own kind, so they got it from somewhere else. This includes the countless numbers of junkies the junkies, though, that are overdosing are the ones that bring in the organs. Because the more junkies that overdose, the more people that die, the more they get murdered with fentanyl like ShaMay, the more they can harvest and blame the innocent victims as they butcher people in hospitals who overdose on drugs supposedly supplied by Punjabis. Yep, stand by my words. The Punjabis have a huge problem with heroin. They brought it with them, and it's been in the community real bad since 2006. First it was meth, then it went into heroin, now it's fentanyl, because fentanyl is what brings in the dead bodies, so that those bodies can be harvested in hospitals and given to people who need them, who a large portion of those people happen to be Punjabi. Sure, I'm not denying that there probably are Punjabi drug dealers. Probably. 400,000, 500,000 Punjabis all running around with turbans or headdresses on, and not one of them is a drug dealer, but yet they have grow ops in their shanty shacks and like to steal people's hydro and not fucking fix things, because if you don't like it, you can move. But we respect your body and we would never do anything to hurt you, even though all we're doing is eyeballing your organs for our sick kids or elderly people that have money and can afford to buy organs on the black market so that they can perhaps live for a few more years, assuming that they don't need 10 operations from 10 different bodies in order to be able to live those extra 10 years. Because it just doesn't start and stop with one body. Oh, God. But there are Chinese drug dealers and white drug dealers. No one is shoving drugs down these people's throat. No, but ShaMay had drugs shoved down her throat so that healthcare staff can make her look like she's alive when in fact her eyes are caving in and her jaw is ripping off her face as she rots. And don't forget, we've got little blisters in here that is spot on with the, what is it called? Decomposition stage. The only way they can stop a body from smelling and turning black is to embalm a body, people. Clearly, ShaMay was rotting. Clearly, ShaMay was embalmed to prevent the rotting and the smelling after her organs were taken out, right? As they put in eye caps and embalming makeup to try and make her look like she was alive until they couldn't hide the little blisters anymore. The water blisters as the body rots, right? And then had to pronounce her brain dead as they stressed out the family and accused her of being a drug addict who did it to themselves and deserved it because they should have known better. And that is the reality of these videos. And now they're trying to hide that fact by deleting or hiding my comments. Whether they're copying and pasting a troll's comments that wants to antagonize and hurt and continue to maim and continue to target, right, as in predatory behavior, versus seeing the problem for what it is and dealing with it. But they don't want to deal with the problem because they need those bodies. And fentanyl is the perfect murder weapon because nobody gets blamed for it. Everybody can blame the victim. It's obvious that some of your children were drug users. Well, yeah, what they do is they get them addicted when they're young, when they're 11, 12, 13, 14, and they do it through the schools, right? And that's what happened to Sierra. Sierra was introduced to drugs, methamphetamine mainly, when she was 12, 13 years old. And by the time she was halfway through 13, she was already an addict. And then from there, she was on, meth for 6 years. And then along came heroin and flooded the community. So now all of a sudden, in 2014, we've got like freaking 10,000 heroin addicts in a freaking 100-block radius, right? And then because it's a problem now, they bring in the freaking fentanyl to kill off the people, right? As they're continuing to get the next generation of 12, 13, 14-year-olds as they're being targeted through the school system, foster care system, those kind of places, to keep the money train going in terms of, well, they're young, you're not going to have too many health problems with them for another 20 years, 15 years. It takes 15 years to destroy the body with these drugs. They can make a lot of money, and they do. Are you going to blame their choices to use drugs on the Punjabis as well? No, actually, it was Sunshine Hills, an elementary school, a middle school sitting up in Sunshine Hills in Delta, BC, one of the richest fucking communities in Delta, that targeted my daughter and taught her how to use methamphetamine on their school site. And then when I finally figured out what the fuck was wrong, it was too late. Were Punjabis involved in that? Well, I don't know. They live out there, so maybe they were, maybe they weren't. But they've definitely capitalized off of the misery that my daughter has been going through since she's been 13. I lived my entire life in Surrey and went to school here. Every kid in Surrey is surrounded by the threat of drugs just the same. It all comes down to the choices we make. I'm not here judging your life or the choices your daughters. Notice it totally ignored what happened to ShaMay. They don't want to talk about ShaMay being embalmed in a hospital setting and having her organs pillaged from her body so that one of their kind can live. Because ShaMay's mother is white trash. And if ShaMay's mother is white trash, that makes ShaMay white trash with a little bit of black trash in there. But maybe, just maybe, instead of whining, now I'm whining. That's whining, people. As long as it's not happening to the Punjabis, they don't give a fucking shit. Right? Like I said, if it doesn't benefit the Punjabis directly, they don't give a shit. ShaMay looking like that benefits the Punjabis because it was the Punjabis and the Eleanors, the white people that are not trash, that benefited from ShaMay looking like that, because as she looked like that, with eyeball caps, with her jaw ready to fall off her face, as her skin was pulling off, because that's what that is happening there, people. That is what's happening there, people. The little water blisters in there, people. That is what is happening. Do you see the little black underneath her nose in there? Do you see that? They missed it with the makeup, people. Okay? They didn't use the embalming makeup to hide that, people. This is what benefits the Punjabi community. Because through this, they get their organs. But they like to blame the victim. But maybe, just maybe, instead of whining about Fraser Health, this and Fraser Health that, and all these corporations, blah, blah, blah. Well, if you don't like it, why don't you just stop watching my videos? Why are you coming in here and trying to hurt my family any more than we've already been hurt? Okay, this is beyond hurt, people. These people that are egging me on with this shit, they enjoy, this is what they live for. This is how they harvest their wealth. Maybe you could take a minute to realize that at the end of the day, your daughter more than likely chose to take drugs. No, my daughter was making plans to go to college in 12 days and go into a workforce that was being overrun by a bunch of fucking immigrants that didn't want her there. Right? Because as far as they were concerned, she was trash. And because the government brought them over here with work visas, somehow that made them more special. So it was easy to accuse her of being a drug addict as they pillaged her body behind everybody's back. This isn't the 1960s or 70s where we don't know about the harm of drugs. ShaMay did that to herself, people. Everyone knows that taking illicit drugs is harmful, but it's beyond harmful, people. They're harvesting organs. That's what they're doing. ShaMay is showing the way. But somehow, when someone overdoses, it always comes back to Fraser Health. Yeah. It's like the mortician said, hospitals don't embalm people. Hospitals don't embalm people, but I'm here to tell you they do. Because after they've done it, what they've done is they've taken out of the body what they wanted, and they sold it on the black market to people like this person. But somehow, when someone overdoses, it always comes back to Fraser Health and the government, and not the idiots who decided to take those drugs in the first place. So basically, this person is calling my daughter a beautiful young woman who had her whole life ahead of her, but was obviously designated to be a receptacle for a rich Punjabi or a rich Eleanor, right, that gets those old bones from the little bungalows so that these people can amass great wealth and destroy multiple tens of thousands of lives over a period of short time. And if it takes 10 bodies to live 10 years, that's what they're going to take, people. They're going to take the bodies. And then they're going to sit up there and they're going to blame the victims as they delete the fucking posts. Even when you post it down, let's now go. Get out of here. Let's go see if it's still there. Or has that been removed now? It says 14. I don't know what 14 comments are there because somebody's removing them. We're going to go into community. It will read here. Here's the one that I just did. You see it. It's still there. It shows here through my comment section. Right? You can see it. I just read it to you. Here's the one that I did 49 minutes ago. So that one should be showing too. It's the same comment. I just copy it and paste. Here's the one that if it was left to stay up, but for some reason, somehow, somebody's gotten it hidden, because that's the agenda, to antagonize, to disrespect my family, to call me trash, so I doubt myself, right? So I don't like my life, right? So I always live in fear. This is called gaslighting. Do you see? Same comment. Just read it to you. Now we're going to go into the actual video itself. It's on there in comments. I'm going to end it on this. Now we're going to go into the actual video itself. And I'm going to show you how it's been removed and how I had to copy and paste it twice, just so it doesn't get removed. Do you see? I had to post it. We just did that. I read you a part from it. Here it is, 50 minutes ago. Just did it. It's the same one. Right? There it is right there. You can see it. There it is right there. You can see it. And it goes on and on and on. Right? But where's the one? Where's the original one? Where is it? It's gone. What happened to it, people? And then they want to sit up there and tell me that illegal organ harvesting is not happening. And that ShaMay gouged out her eyes and then decided to put freaking eyeball caps in to make her look like she was alive as her forehead was starting to slide off her face. Not to mention her jaw.